Hey guys, I'm David, a beauty director at Sephora, and I'm here with my gorgeous model, Vanessa. How are
Hi,
you?
I'm good.
Are you excited for today's video?
I can't wait. I need to learn all of this. Yeah.
Yay! So we have a great video for you guys today. We are doing a classic, gorgeous, elegant evening smoky eye on someone who's slightly mature, like myself and Vanessa, right? We're a little bit more mature. So I'm gonna walk you through some steps that I think anyone can use at any age to create this gorgeous look, which would look great on you if you're 20 or if you're 85. Okay guys, so we are back and I'm with Vanessa and we have gotten her eyes brought down to the bare minimal. They are just prepped and primed at this point. Now obviously she has lash extensions for her special event, which is great. Now like I said, you guys can do this with false lashes or some great mascaras. We're going to talk about some options a little later on. But one of the main things that you really want to think about when you are doing an eye, and if you are a slightly more mature person, is to make sure that we are hydrating our eyes. That is a very thin skin. That skin actually on everyone, even in their 20s, is super thin. It loses hydration really quick. And I know for myself too, that's the one area on my face that I always feel like I can add hydration, add moisturizer, and it's never enough, right? Because you have more naturally oily skin.
I do.
But even in that area, do you find you really still need that boost of hydration?
Definitely need
100%, right? So a great option there is the Shiseido Benefiance Wrinkle Resistant 24 Intensive Eye Contour Cream. Super plumping, super hydrating eye cream. We need to make sure that our eyes look just as beautiful as when we first applied that moisturizer. So this is a great option. Look for those really long wear hydrating moisturizers for the eye. And this is a really, really good one. So I just wanted to prep that we already applied that to her before we did any complexion. So we are going to jump in. And we're just gonna shape. Now, Vanessa already has a great shaped brow, so it's not like she needs a lot of work, but we do wanna perfect it. This is a special event sort of makeup look, and brows are a focus always, right? When you get your photos done, you wanna make sure those brows are looking really clean and polished. For her brows, I'm gonna be using the Hourglass Arch Brow Sculpting Pencil. So it's got the great spoolie and literally an arched, sort of like angled tip to the pencil. So we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna do her brows to start. So like I said, we're gonna go in with the Hourglass Arch Brow Pencil. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look at Vanessa's brows here. I like to brush the hair up and see what we're working with here. So she's got a great shape and arch already. She might just need a little bit of filling in here and a little extension on the tail itself. So what I'm gonna be looking to do with this is, rather than using it sideways for a large fill, I'm gonna be using it straight up and down in a vertical way so that I can get a little bit more of a hair-like stroke. Because she's got already some there, I don't wanna overfill this. Just filling in a little bit where it was a little thinner. And then as we go to the side, when we get to the tail here, could use a little bit on there. So I'm gonna use that side again. And just bring it down. What's great about this too, it's a very dry formula. So that's really good for long wear when it comes to your brows. Because if it's too oily or emollient, you all know it'll just sweep off in about a minute. It'll be gone. You'll have no brows left. Looks really good. We're gonna start on the other side. So we're just sort of mimicking out the same thing. Just starting in the beginning, getting some of those brush strokes in there. She does have that really nice arch there. So I'm gonna follow with it and just soften it out a little bit. Just finishing it off. Now guys, don't forget, when it comes to brows, don't freak out about trying to make them exactly perfect. They should be sisters, not twins. Okay guys, so now we're gonna start with our actual eyeshadows, our eye look itself. So one of the things that you guys have seen me use multiple times on here, especially when I'm doing an eye look, is a cream shadow base. I like cream shadows. I think that they're very underrated. I think that they're something that most people, if you learned how to use them, would fall in love with them. So I'm definitely a big fan of Laura Mercier's Caviar Sticks. These are an amazing, amazing formula. Super easy to use because it's literally like a jumbo pencil, but it's a blendable, smooth, creamy, hydrating cream eyeshadow. And what's great about this, especially if you're on the slightly more mature side and you have eyelids that can tend to be, like I said, a little drier, sometimes what we find happen is a powder won't stick because the eyelid itself may actually be too dry. This is your like lifesaver. So we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna start the base of the look with this caviar stick. And you'll see that even when it's done with this, it could pretty much be a look on its own. So like I said, I'm gonna start with these caviar sticks, and this is in a beautiful taupey shade called Cobblestone. So close for me one sec. And a really great thing about this, like I said, is the ease. They go on so easily. It's pretty much like drawing them on your eye. I like to start by saturating the lash line and really making sure you're getting a heavy, good amount of this. They're creamy, they do set, but they're not gonna set in like a second. So there's not that sort of drying aspect to them like some of the other sort of quick set long wear eyeliners have. And this gives you a little bit more freedom to play with the creamy consistency. I also like to use the number 86 bullet crease brush from Sephora collection because it's just a great simple way to blend out. I'm not doing any windshield wiping, guys. That's often how cream eyeshadows can get taken out of control. Really, it's about applying it where you want it with this, and then this, you're just sort of blending out that edge. Again, just taking this really strongly across that lash line. I really want to make sure that it's saturated there. Okay, just making sure we have even saturation as well. Because I'm using this as a bit of a base, it doesn't have to be perfect, but you do want to make sure that the intensity of the cream caviar stick is the same. Because when you apply the shadow over it, you want to make sure that you get a similar effect on both eyes so that you don't have to overblend or over apply on one or the other. Now, I'm also going to take this, guys, under the eye. So look up. So a classic smoky is as above, so below. That's what I always say. So you do want to take a little bit of this underneath. And this is a really important area where cream eyeshadows come in so handy, because this is often where we apply shadows is the under part, and that's what falls down a lot and gets us that dark sort of raccooning on that beautiful concealer that we just did. It's a great way to get those dark pigments and those great shadows under here without any risk of sort of spilling it. Okay guys, so we've got a great base of a cream eyeshadow from Laura Mercier, those incredible caviar sticks. I highly recommend you guys try those out. So now we're gonna move into eyeshadows itself. So the cool toned eyeshadow palette that I chose is from Charlotte Tilbury, and this is the Luxury Palettes, and these are the color-coded eyeshadows. This is in the palette color Rock Chick, okay? And it's so gorgeous. So a key here is one of the things that we always hear in the comment section that you guys are constantly asking, and I'm always looking to give a great answer to, is can you, if you are slightly more mature, wear anything that is glitter or shimmer or basically sparkly on the eye? My answer is always yes. There's always a strategic way that you can do it. So we're gonna jump in and I'm gonna show you how to use some really beautiful cool toned eyeshadows, a little bit of shimmer, a little bit of satins, and we're gonna create a gorgeous look on Vanessa. So we are going to start by using this tone right here, which is a mid-gray, silverish undertone. It's a satin. It's not an extreme shimmer. This is more shimmer. This is more glitter. This is like a satin, and this is a classic matte. Now you can use satins really easily all over your whole eye. They actually can create a soft effect. So if you do have a little texture on your eyelid, a satin is a great way to sort of hide that. So as you can see, I'm using my favorite number 15 brush, and I'm just pressing the shadow over the Caviar Stick Cream eyeshadow. And it's gonna lock it right into place and just create such a beautiful look. I'm gonna stop around here because in here I'm gonna keep it a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna use a different tone in there. This is really to create that nice depth around the eye. Get that nice, beautiful smoke going. So once I've placed it with my number 15, I like to take the number 27 blending brush, clean, I'm not dipping this into the product, and I'm just using it to blend out and soften that eyeshadow. Going on to the other eye, again, pressing. Gonna take our clean blending brush, blend out. Make sure those edges are nice and soft. So I'm gonna go back into this shade, same shade. I'm just using a smaller brush. So this is the Pro Shader brush number 18. I want a little bit more control because I'm taking this under the eye. So I really wanna make sure that I'm not gonna get this everywhere. And look up for me one sec. And this is really just to create that definition with that beautiful tone under the eye as well. Now I'm going to take it just to about halfway, right to about here. This I'm going to fill in with one of the other shades. So we're going to get some dimension in here. This is the part that really brings out the drama, really makes your eye shape pop. So back with my number 15 because I'm going to go back to the top. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to dip into the highlight tone. So this is a quite shimmery, cool base tone, and this is the kind of eyeshadow that people question whether or not they can use at certain ages, and the answer is yes. So the key is, where do you want to place it? A lot of times I find that the inner corner of the eye is the best place to sort of add that shimmer. So that's why I only took that first shade to here, and now I'm going to start coming in here with this shimmer tone. And I'm going to almost create a half circle here because it's following that orbital bone. So it's really going to enhance her eye shape and give a nice pop to the eye, a nice open pop to the eye. Same thing on this side. So again, I'm going to take that same shimmer tone with that same smaller eyeshadow number 18 brush. And as above, so below, right? So look up for me one second, turn here. So I want to make sure I get some more of the shimmer right in here. Okay, same a little bit right here. And another thing, this photograph's really good. These inner corner pops just bring your eye to life in a photograph. So pretty. Okay guys, so we have completed the eyeshadow portion of the eye look. I love this. I think it's gorgeous. I think these cool tone grays are absolutely stunning on Vanessa's eyes and skin. And like I said, clearly it's all about strategic placement when it comes to the shimmers, right? So you can wear shimmers at any age. So what I'm going to use is the Shiseido Micro Liner Ink, and this is a great eyeliner. So what's really cool about this is it's almost a gel-like formula. It's hyper sharp, like super pointy. So what I like to do is use something like this where it gives me the option of creating a sharp line if I want to easily, because seriously, it's so easy. It almost applies like a liquid, but it's not. It can also be blended. So you have options with this. So you can see it's really fine, guys, and it's a great way, if you close for me, love, it's a great way, especially if you want to get to the root of your eyelashes, but you don't want to worry too much. You can see I'm almost sketching it out. Very smooth. This applies in such a smooth way. It makes the application so easy and just delightful to do. So once I apply it, I'll just take that same number 18 brush and just gently rock it back and forth. And as you can see, that formula ever so slightly softens out into a really nice smoky liner. So again, for this one over here, just creating a little bit more of that definition. You could just press that eyeliner onto the lash line. It pretty much does it for you. So here I'm just, once again, using my trusty number 18, giving a little smoke out to that shadow. Really nice. So I'm also going to take this under the eye as well. Now I'm not going to do it into the waterline. It's a little dramatic. I do love it myself, but in this case, to enhance Vanessa's eye shape, I'm going to go right to her lash line. So what I'm going to do is, if you look up for me one second, I'm actually just going to take this, and that's why I love this fine point on this, because I can almost draw it in right at her lash line and create a really micro fine definition there. And then just smoke it a little bit. As you could see, I stopped pretty much around here and let it smoke through to here so that most of the intensity is here, so that we're balancing the nice lash line that we have with a little intensity down there. Again, just really getting really close to that lash line with this. And make sure you don't go too dark or too deep. You really create the exact amount of definition you want. Okay, guys, so there you have it. We have a complete, polished, beautiful, cool tone, neutral, smoky eye. Perfect for evening, perfect for any age, especially someone who's a little bit more mature. So obviously, Vanessa's going to a special event, so she's got lash extensions. In that case, you could also do false eyelashes. But if you were doing this sort of just for your day-to-day wear and you didn't want to go all out with your lashes, there's some great options out there for how to achieve a really voluminous, full, nice curl, because what's great about this is your lashes have like a nice curl to them. So for a little added volume to your natural lash, use the Lancome Sills Booster XL Super Enhancing Mascara Base. These are great primers. So you've probably seen these before. They're sort of like a mascara that looks white. It's actually not really white. It's more of a volumizing booster basically for your lashes. So you can apply it on and it actually coats and thickens the lash before you get to the mascara. And a mascara that I really love using, especially on someone who really needs a little more curl, which I think is key when it comes to a slightly more mature eye, is you really want to make sure that you're curling your lash, because that's going to create an opened eye look. Get that full volume and curl with Benefit Cosmetics Roller Lash Curling and Lifting Mascara. If you guys have not tried this mascara, I highly recommend this. It's a great formula with a great brush. It's got a slight curve to the brush. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Thank you.
Thank you.
You look incredible. You're gonna knock everyone's socks off at your event.
I can't wait.
It's so exciting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Please let me know if you loved any of these techniques, if you loved any of these products. I want to hear from you guys. You know where to do it in the comment section below. I read them all. I'm on there tapping away with you guys, laughing and giggling at all the things you say, because you guys make me laugh so much. I really do appreciate all the support and love. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you can see new videos just like this from us every single week. And until next time, guys, we will see you soon. Take care and have fun.